Hello everyone, my name is Bridget, and today we're going to be talking about starseed origins and 5 ways to find your starseed origin. So let's just jump right into it. Many of you, if you're watching this, know that you're a starseed already. I have all kinds of videos on that, so you can check that out. In this video, we're talking about how to find where we came from out there, where we have another life, another incarnation from there, and where part of our genetics came from to be on Earth right now. And that will help us know how to be of service more here, and our core vibration, our core frequency. And if many of you have felt kind of lonely or lost, it syncs us in with that transmission, so we always feel extra guided and supported here on Earth and in this life. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for being here. Be sure to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and drop a comment below sharing your starseed origin. Okay, so let's get into it. The 5 different ways, okay? So the first way, which many of you know about, it's what's all out there on the internet, are going through the different starseed origins that are all listed. Okay, Arcturus, Lyran, Sirius, Pleiadian, Orion, like all of these different already categorized names that people have connected to and people have channeled and people have brought through a lot of information about. Now, these are the core origins of where most humans are from. And so it's a great way to just kind of look through, and I have videos about these different ones as well. You can look through and feel and tune into, like, do I kind of fit the characteristics? Do I also feel the energy coming from there? And it's great to know the name and know that specific place so that you can work consciously on connecting to it, literally in the stars, and also within your own energy. So that's a very helpful, kind of easy way that's like all over the internet that you can pursue. But why I wanted to make this video specifically, because we could go into all of those different nuances of those ones, which I already have, is to go into a deeper space with this. Because that's really what this is about, is to really drop in. And not just have like, I'm a Pleiadian, and another kind of identification, and another just name. But to really go out of the mind and to go into the energy. Because that is the core of why we even want to know in the first place. It's not just so that we can say that we're a certain thing, to like talk about it with other people or feel like we're connected to something, but to actually be connected to something. So that's what I'm going to get into in these next steps, is how to get into the connection, the deeper connection. Because one of the things too that I find a lot, because I've done hundreds of sessions with different people about this specific subject, is that a lot of you are not from one of those places, or you might be from one of those places, but you might also be from somewhere else that isn't listed all over the internet. And that needs to be nourished, and that needs to be cultivated and developed, because that is where the first people that were bringing through certain inspirations about Pleiadians, about Arcturus, got it from, is they tuned in themselves and brought that through. So that's one of the things that you're meant to do, is tune into these other places that haven't been documented, categorized, connected to, identified, and actually feel what that is and bring and stream that energy into Earth from yourself and from the stars. So let's get into the other steps, but that's really where I'm wanting to go with this. So number 2 way to connect is simply sitting in meditation, and this goes for the other ones too, is sitting in meditation and asking your DNA, asking your higher self, asking your star family to send you a sign, to send you a message. And these messages, because a lot of these civilizations are not physical, that's not just kind of like a name that you can throw out. And number 2 way to find out your star origin is in that space to possibly tune into a color, right? You might start seeing silver. It might be gold, it might be this blue frequency. So you start actually feeling the color transmission of that place, and that is you connecting on a deep vibrational level. Now, the 3rd way in this meditative space, as you're asking and tuning in, it could be through a feeling that absolute knowing and that expansion of your heart and that feeling of connection and sitting with that feeling. And as that grows and that knowing grows, then more can come through to you, and it might turn into a color, it might turn into a dream, but building from that core energy space the way that you do it, because you might see color, you might feel certain things, you might hear certain things, but starting with that sentience, whatever your Clair is, tuning into it in that way and letting that be enough during that time of cultivation. And when more needs to come about the name or the actual planet or whatever it is, it will, right? It's just, but that's the first place. That's the place to start. It's not necessarily with the mind, it's with the DNA, it's with the energy. And speaking of DNA, I actually created a DNA activation meditation deep journey to actually go through your DNA and find your star origin. And the people that have done this have really felt some powerful transmissions and gotten clarity on their star origin. So if you want to check that out, please click the link below and you can do that meditation, because I would be honored to assist this process. Because sometimes sitting in meditation, you're like, great, nothing's happening here. So I wanted to do that to help catalyze this experience for you. But you absolutely can just sit there in meditation with deep, pure intention and start to feel the different streams. So number 2 can be a color. Number 3 can be a feeling, a knowing. Number 4, moving out of kind of that meditative space of the original origin connection to that place, maybe not knowing its name yet, maybe because it doesn't have one or you haven't identified it yet. After that, another great way is to meet other starseeds. And this has been one of the most helpful and profound things for me to understand where I come from and to also understand other star civilizations that I'm not a part of. And I mean, I could name specific people that you would know, and meeting them in person and specifically seeing their eyes, you're like, wow. I absolutely see the cosmos in your eyes, and it's so profound and it's so beautiful. So one of the best ways is to get out there and get to events, get to retreats, get to certain things that these types of people would be at, go to these certain places and meet with these people, and we activate each other in that way. And so it might be this kindred spirit energy where you're like, oh, we're from the same place, and you can feel it. And then you're like, where is that place? And they're like, oh, it is Pleiades. And you're like, wow, that's incredible. And you can feel it. Or it might be that you don't know, but you can explore that together. So working with other people in this is part of what we're meant to do. We're meant to be connected in that way. And so feeling the transmissions and the streams from each other is profound. And for me, it's always been through the eyes. I can see and feel and go through that wormhole through people's eyes. So that is a very powerful way to find your origin and to activate you. Now, the 5th way to find your origin is through looking at the stars and the constellations. I have a whole video about this and how you can scan the night sky, not knowing where anything is, but then just tune into different places in the sky, and maybe you feel all of a sudden this connection, this overwhelming emotion, this energy, this communication, whatever it is. And then you can use the Star Map app and actually see where that is. And then you can know the name of it, and then you can grow the connection. And so that is another great way too, because what I want to do is broaden this conversation in the Starseed community, because there's so much out there, and I want you to stay in that expanse as a soul, because many of you are from other places than have been announced, and to also keep open to, even if it's maybe not your starseed origin, but tuning into other people's, and that tells you more about you, and it's just profound. So this is kind of a different take on it. I hope that it's been helpful. I hope that you feel where I'm coming from with this, and you go deeper into this exploration in a profound way that's meaningful to you. And so thank you for watching this. If you liked this video, please hit the like button, hit that subscribe button and the bell button so you get notifications every time I do new videos. Please comment below. Let me know if you already know your starseed origin, or if you have questions about it, or if you try these certain things and certain things come up, and if you do want some assistance, some catalyzation to actually go into that state to be able to connect, please click on the link below of my DNA activation meditation. It's very, very powerful, and I'm really excited for you to have that tool. So thank you so much for watching, and I'm wishing you an absolutely wonderful day, and I will see you next time.